Good morning, class. Please write your name and date at the top of the paper before we begin. Your name belongs here. The date belongs here. Today you will work on comparing and contrasting your two favorite versions of Cinderella. Before we do so, let's review what it means to compare and contrast. Let's start with compare. What does it mean to compare? Right. To compare means to tell what's the same about two things. What does it mean to contrast? Excellent. To contrast means to tell what's different about two things. While working on your Venn diagram, you should use the charts in the back of the room to help remind you of the Cinderella stories that we've read. Watch me as I complete my Venn diagram. I'm choosing to compare the American and Egyptian Cinderella stories. I need to label my two circles with these names. Here is where Cinderella is going to go. Here is where the Egyptian Cinderella is going to go. Now I'm going to read the book's two charts that we've made. While I'm reading, listen for things that are the same. In Cinderella, the main character's name is Cinderella. Cinderella worked very hard. She had evil stepsisters. Cinderella had a fairy godmother that turned her into a beautiful girl with a beautiful gown to go to a ball. She lost her slipper. In Cinderella, there was a prince, and at the end of the story, she ended up marrying that prince. In the Egyptian Cinderella, the main character's name was Rhodope. She worked very hard. There were evil girls who treated her poorly. There was a shoe that had magic. There was a dance. A falcon brought the shoe to the prince. The prince at the end ended up marrying Rhodope. There were many things that were the same in both of these stories, but there are also many things that were very different. Here are two things that were the same. Number one, I chose there was a magical shoe that brought the prince to a girl who was not treated well. Number two, there were girls who treated the main character poorly. I used complete sentences to write two comparisons. Now I'm going to go back over my chart and write two sentences that are different about each book. In Cinderella, the main character's name is Cinderella. In Cinderella, the fairy godmother turned her into a beautiful woman before a ball. In the Egyptian Cinderella, the main character's name is Rhodope. In the Egyptian Cinderella, a falcon brought the shoe to the prince. Altogether, I have 6 sentences with correct capitals and end punctuation. Now that you've watched me, it is your turn to complete your own Venn diagram. Remember to work carefully, use complete sentences, and do your best. Good luck!